So this week was big news on the tech bank SVB, which is Silicon Valley Bank. Now, Silicon Valley Bank, as most of us are not aware, unless you're in the tech startups or the venture capitalist field, it's like a major bank for all those tech startups that the venture funds invest in. So it's almost like a Citibank to us consumers, but to the tech world or the startup business, is like a Citibank, and basically imploded in 2 days. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Still, they're still looking into it. Apparently, it seems like the interest rate has something to do with it. The raise in the interest rate and the amount of deposits that they receive from the customers also has something to do with it. And the main reason I think this happened with SVB and how it imploded in such a short time is because of social media. Social media really can destroy something as big as a bank.
All right, so to put this in context, one of the things that were rumored that started this basically bank run on SVB was because of a tweet from a newsletter that a lot of VCs and those people in the industry reads. And that newsletter is called The Diff, and it's written by a person named Bern Huber, I believe. No, Bern Hobart. And this is what he's said in the tweet exactly word for word. Okay, so he said basically, also in today's newsletter, Silicon Valley Bank was based on the market value of the assets, technically insolvent last quarter, as now levered 185 to 1. And he included in the tweet a few paragraphs from the newsletter. So this is crazy because this is a main newsletter that everybody reads in the industry, and they're basically saying that SVB, which a lot of people are involved with their payroll, their funds, or their investments, that a lot of the tech startups has with this bank, saying that it's going to be insolvent. And after those tweets go out, all the other venture capitalists, all the other players in the industry start tweeting about it, and you can summarize basically what happened after that. So when the major newsletter says that those people in the industry, especially the venture capitalists, are going to urge their portfolio companies to start withdrawing their money, if not all of it, at least some of it, to protect themselves. And that kind of makes sense because you don't want to risk any money that the tech companies has, or what very low money they have, because they needed to burn for investments and research. So this is the room that started it, and then it just went out to other people, and then obviously Peter Thiel, which is one of the big venture capitalists, the eBay past co-founder, he also started tweeting about this, and then the snowball just went.
And basically what happened to SVB is that there was a run on the bank. A run on the bank is when all the depositors want their money back at the same time, and the bank goes insolvent. And I think that's what the regulators, the Fed, recognized might happen. That's why they shut it down beforehand, so they have a control of the situation before it gets out of hand. And the thing about this that's crazy is that social media is the thing that caused the bank on the run. I mean, the run on the bank. Without social media, I don't think it would have gotten this serious, because this bank is actually well capitalized. In fact, they have almost $200 billion in assets. And on Wednesday, which is not too long ago, right? That was like probably 2 days ago. They were actually just looking for a buyer to shore up their finances because of all the commotion that was happening around the bank. And once they failed to find a buyer, then social media really went on the town on them. And so far, from what I understand, is that the cause of SVB's liquidity issues is that their once high-flying deposits from all the tech startups have kind of dried up because of the tech crash recently. All the tech having problems, raising money, and also the tech industry going into a downturn. A lot of the tech companies are starting to burn a lot of cash, so less deposits. And then at the same time, now you have people who want to draw the money due to this social media frenzy about SVB, that they didn't have enough money to actually give back to the depositors. So what happened was that they had to sell all their bonds or whatever they held in their portfolio that was invested at a loss to meet this demand. And that double whammy is what caused the whole stock of SVP to start crashing, because everybody started worrying that this might be the next big bank to fail.
That is one of the scariest thing about social media, and I hate to say it, but this will not be the first bank. I think going forward, social media has a lot of influence on everything, not just banking. My take on this is that this will become probably in history the first time a bank got screwed by social media. And whether it had problems already in the system remains to be found. But I think social media is getting to a point where I believe it's pretty dangerous, especially if they want to screw up someone's account. They can, because the mob mentality is what I'm afraid of. So I hope the regulators see this, maybe put something together to try to turn this around, because I'm just afraid going forward, this will be not the first one, but it might be one of many failures that's going to happen in the future. This shows you how human nature is, right? And no matter how rich you are, how much money you have, when panic happens, get the money first, think about it later, and run for the hills.
And let's just hope this is a one-off, that the SVB bank has a problem, and it's not going to be contagious to the other banks surrounding the area. But you never know. So tread carefully, invest carefully, and let's see. But even if this drops the market, this is always the best time to buy. So start getting ready to load up, look toward the future.
Alright, if you like this video, please do like, subscribe, and comment below. And I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.